Friends, the Philippines has just taken another big step in strengthening its Air Force. They've received 5 brand new S-70i Black Hawk helicopters, manufactured not in the US but in Poland. Now you might think, okay, helicopters arrive, big deal. But behind this delivery is a story of international defense cooperation, modernization, and the country's urgent need to respond to both natural disasters and security threats. Let's break it down. These 5 helicopters were officially handed over in a ceremony attended by top officials of the Philippine Air Force and the Department of National Defense. They're part of a much larger deal. The Philippines had ordered 32 S-70i Black Hawks from PZL-MILEC, a Polish aerospace company that's actually a subsidiary of the U.S. defense giant Lockheed Martin. This is the second batch of deliveries, bringing the country closer to completing its order. The first batch arrived earlier this year and the rest are scheduled for delivery in phases until 2026. Why in phases? Because manufacturing, testing, and transporting these high-tech aircraft take time, and they're customized for Philippine needs. The S-70i is not just any helicopter, it's a modern multi-role aircraft known for its reliability and versatility. It can carry troops, conduct search and rescue operations, deliver supplies to disaster-hit areas, and even be armed for combat missions. This makes it a perfect fit for a country like the Philippines, which is often hit by typhoons, earthquakes, and floods, while also facing internal security challenges from insurgent groups. Here's an interesting twist. These helicopters are built in Poland, not the United States. That's because PZL-MILEC is one of the international production hubs for the Black Hawk series. Poland has a strong aerospace industry, and producing these helicopters there allows faster delivery times and potentially lower costs compared to manufacturing entirely in the US. It's a reminder that modern defense supply chains are truly global. One country designs, another manufactures, and a third operates the equipment. Why is this acquisition so important? The Philippines is an archipelago of over 7,000 islands. Moving people, equipment, and aid quickly is essential. With more Black Hawks, the Air Force can respond faster to natural disasters, transport troops to remote areas, and support counter-terrorism operations in the south. It also reduces the country's dependence on aging helicopters, some of which have been in service for decades and are costly to maintain. This delivery is part of the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Program, a long-term plan to replace outdated equipment, improve training, and strengthen alliances. Along with helicopters, the plan includes new fighter jets, naval vessels, and air defense systems. And here's the key point. The Philippines isn't just buying from one country, it's sourcing equipment from multiple allies, the United States, South Korea, Israel, and now Poland, to diversify its defense partnerships and avoid over-reliance on a single supplier. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. The country has to ensure that pilots are well-trained, maintenance crews are skilled, and spare parts are readily available. There's also the cost factor. Military modernization is expensive, and critics often question whether the government should focus more on social services instead of big-ticket defense items. But supporters argue that in a country prone to both natural disasters and security threats, helicopters like these are not a luxury. They're a necessity. So, these 5 helicopters are more than just new toys for the Air Force. They're a lifeline for disaster response, a boost for national security, and a symbol of the Philippines' growing international defense ties. From Poland's factories to the skies over Manila, the journey of these Black Hawks is part of a bigger story, one where global partnerships are as important as the hardware itself.